Sarah Cox, the perfect person for the job, vastly experienced. She is joined by two Americans on the sidelines, and Andrew McNamee, the Scot, in the challenge. You hear a lot from that woman, Justine Pelletier. She is the little general that runs things. Fiercely competitive, great step, the dancing feet of Varcolau. She's going for the line. She's just ankle tapped. She could have reached out and scored, but she offloads. Does she get the ball down over the line? There's demand. She's held up short. New Zealand threatening right off the bat in the opening minute. Shipping it wide is Marina Taurino. Nice tackle there in the midfield from Caljabi. The prop rule, just 5 meters out. Going for the line, reaching out, held up on her back. Not able to roll over. Sarah Cox can't get a view. And she's given the try. Skills on it. Juby sat down.
No legs, no black gates.
This is better from Canada, putting a few phases together. Shaw hits it flat. Forteza with the break. Fabiola Forteza going for the line. Does she get it down? Sarah Cox says no immediately. Held out. The crowd disagree, obviously, but Fabiola Forteza went for it.
Fabiola Forteza, such an impact for this Canadian team. It's a beautiful line. She goes right through untouched. And has two more defenders to beat, which is a credit to the New Zealand defense. And go.
Set!
Ready, now!
Solid platform from New Zealand. Chipped away, Marina Taurino. Again, more big punt to Connor. Forwards arrive, they simplify it, and this time more effective. They form up. They're driving, they've got 10 meters to go. The Canadian line beckons.
Breaking away.
Breakout.
It's a tackle now, wait.
By the vice captain, Simon, but she can't get there. Low carry.
No, don't touch, hands away.
Kawanakolane Roos. Mikaeli Tua gets over the 5 meter line. And it's recycled. Pip Love spills it back, but play on.
Back by Black.
And some big hits midfield. Caljavi's been at the center of a lot of them. One of the question marks coming in was some of the players have been playing a lot of sevens. Could they convert and set the defensive lines? That's Caljavi, Bermudez, and Simons.
Tackle! Stay outside.
5 meters still for New Zealand to go. That's tipped on. Canada's up to it for the moment, knocking them back. Half gap, it's a full gap, and dancing through the hole. Ruahe Demont.
There's friends, but this team is motivated, and I don't think it's been a distraction for them. I think it really has motivated them. They just need to settle into this game.
Sarah Caljavi playing with a heavy heart. There's a nice kick in deep. Canada bring the pressure on, getting downfield well. It was sent. But New Zealand, no panic from them. And again, the half break.
Battles like that big tackle.
This is the great Carrollton Rugby Club. It's one of her clubs. Maybe looking to go to Europe. And keep eyes on that. There's several of the Canadian women. Well, pass out the back row is really well read by Forteza. Tauri now. Not man roll, just trying to settle things down.
Ball is here.
Now they're trying to disrupt. Now they're going to go to the little chip shot. We've had some funny bounces on this turf already. Oh, beautifully gathered and still going. Still in open field. Amy Duplessis. The center pair and connect. And finally, it's going to be a run-in for Midi Rangi Paul. Explosive breakout from the New Zealand Black Ferns for their third try.
Nations that play netball, a great crossover sport to rugby, and she's really finding her way in just her second cap debuted last weekend against Australia and looks very comfortable on the field.
Big hit, but a great take from Kennedy Simon.
Ball's out, ball's out.
Ball's out, so Peltier did well to tie it up, but New Zealand regroups. Right, it was 28-0, but it was 6-0 at the half. Canada very much in it. The opposite story here. Let's see if they can hold out with a midfield scrum. Attacking options both sides for Marina Tauino. We go behind to the try score. Nice tackle there from Bermudez. She did really well, and she's won the penalty. In Spain against USA April, she did exceptionally well. To the front, a bit of trickery. That was the scrum half in there. Peltier trying to stay on the park. Great shot from our team. There's Sophie De Goede with her first meaningful carry of the match. When she goes forward, Canada goes forward. This is a bit more on brand for Canada. Courtney Holdcamp smashing it up. Inside ball to De Goede. She keeps her feet. Now Peltier goes wide. There's the tip. Doesn't go to hand, it's off a leg. It immediately scooped up from Amy Duplessis. Great awareness from her. Now Canada's got it back. Caljuni passes it out. Menon kicks it wide. De Goede spinning, running. Let's go Canada ringing out. That one tries to go out the back door. Doesn't go to hand. Hands on it. Exceptional work there from Chelsea Bremner. And then realizing nothing was on, had the discipline to take it up, reset. Canada getting off the line fairly well. That one's spilled forward, and Canada can have a go here. Maybe a chicken chase. Peltier looks at the short side. De Goede's in space, and she can kick.
Advantage. Yep.
Canada's sevens team will be back for the Olympic qualifiers, the Rugby Americas North qualifiers in Langford in August. Selected is available for that sevens campaign, looking to book a place in Paris. The ball pops up the side. De Goede does get it away. A nice wide floated pass. Again, pretty complicated stuff midfield for Canada. As Flo Simons is brought down, but they created something eventually. Doesn't quite go to hand. Paige Ferries with her first touch. Tosi. There's a drive, finally Canada set up, but they pull out immediately. Looked like they were maybe on the move. This time they carry through the middle. Setting things up for later. Bukabu, one of the best ball players in the team, gets around the corner there. Peltier still coming. She's rocked at the base. Now the little tap for Courtney Holdcamp says go on.
It's in the hands, let go, Black. It's in the hands, never less connection with it.
Shot, hits her in the midfield. The Merchant sprinting into the New Zealand 22, but brought down from behind by Maya Roos. This is better from Canada, their best phase of play. The captain takes it up. The vice captain ships it wide. Peltier hits Maynan, who tips it to Bukabu. On her back. But the referee's going to come back. An original penalty to New Zealand not rolling away. Quick tap from De Goede. 5 meters out. Big collision. She gets it down. Sophie De Goede on the board. Well, an important score, I think, just mentally, if nothing else, and also bringing this crowd, this home crowd here in Ottawa, back into the game. 5 minutes to play in the first half here. The Black Ferns up against Canada. Bukabu gathers the kickoff, brought down immediately. Well, it was that lady, Olivia the Merchant, in her 55th cap, the pride of Mapledale, New Brunswick, who got the initial break that got Canada that try. Well, this is much better. Canada's starting to win a few collisions and get some go forward. Peltier slices across the front of it. On comes last week's hooker, Georgia Ponsonby. No slouch as a replacement. That is New Zealand's quality. But Canada driving now keeping it in. We saw a lot of this at the World Cup from them, and it was effective against the Americans in the first Pac-4 game. We've regrouped. I actually thought we'd see a lot more of this just then, but they've waited until 37 minutes in. The goodies got their hands on it. They're on the New Zealand 22, and they're still going. Same maul, says the referee. So New Zealand can't tackle this. It's been shipped on to Tyson Bukaboom.
And they've got open.
They're open. Bukaboom's away. The short pass to Farteza. Can she get it down this time? Yes, she does. Outstanding.
But letting them do it again here.
In 5.
Canada compete again, but can't steal this one. So New Zealand a chance to respond right at the end of the half. Great teams do this. See what they can conjure up.
Thanks, mate.
Chelsea Bremner takes it into contact. She spilled it. Jatosi flips it out wide. He committed in defense right here. Bukaboom.
Okay, it's all done.
Nice tackle from Kennedy Simon.
Make sure
Captain.
you the ball. Yes, please, Reds!
It's slow ball now. They're going to extend the
No,
ruck.
wait,
So
wait.
Beltic can put a boot in. And they go to the box kick. Not too high. So really free ball for New Zealand to build their attack. Farteza keeping an eye on that. Keeping it alive well is Paul. She got one try early on. 3 tries for New Zealand in that first half. Nice flat pass to Duplessis. Ball's out. Chelsea Bremner. Oh, the show and go, and finally the offload to Amy Rule. Canada coming up too quickly, leaving a hole. They've exploited it. Amy Duplessis in the gap, over the line. Amy Duplessis gets New Zealand's 4th try and the bonus point. Move to Invercargill from South Africa. Oh, strong carry from Sylvia Brunt again, sitting down. I think Canada won't want to be kicking that ball away, giving this clean possession to New Zealand. There's the half gap. Demant creating again. Oh, the pass doesn't quite go to hand.
No, that's all right.
Oh, up back through the middle. Still going through the middle. It's Mena. She decides to run over the opposing fullback, and she does. Quick ball. Really good defensive work. Taking away the space and then putting in the tackle from the World Rugby Player of the Year. Demant.
Number 10.
But they've fallen off their feet. Penalty to Canada.
Well, she's a nuisance on defense. Kurahe Demant. Creates or gives up the penalty there, but Canada can't find touch on the clearance.
It's blocked, and she gets it back, so some reprieve for Julia Canada's Mena. Goody. So we look at the line for a moment. Now Shell's having a go. Canada finding some return for the quick pick and go. Goody spilled another one. Thought it went backwards. Total effort from both these sets of women, doing their nations proud.
Number 10.
And there all are little gaps around the breakdown, which Sophie DeGoody is seeing.
I mean, those screens may indeed mean for her. She's a rock star, but actually they are for another nice moment for Canada. The Caledon, Ontario native, Claire Gallagher in the 22 jersey has just come on. Fancy Bermudez will relieve her. Her first cap, the Ottawa GG. Congratulations to her, the local university team member.
Water off. No, I know.
Well, some players will go their whole career without playing at home. And here she is in her first cap for Canada in the town she went to university, close to her hometown, and you're certain there are family and friends and university teammates in the crowd tonight supporting her. Congratulations to Claire.
And on the other side, Lucy Jenkins. What a moment from her. Amazing final this year. Matatu lifted the Super Rugby Opiki Cup.
Set!
So good to see the health of the women's game. All these young players putting their hands up. Big drive from Canada. They've stolen ahead. They have indeed. And wisely going to the short side. The rugby brain of Peltier. Smart. Quick pick. 5 meters out. Canada down 14, looking to narrow the gap. Still pounding away at the line. Would it be the dream story? As Gallagher had a look at the line. Red jerseys lining up. 2 meters to go to Tosi. She's short. To Goody's short. With the dive. Sarah Savona, she stopped. Inches in this one. Looked at the pass, but going over the top. Olivia de Virchon, who else? And the Goody saying, hey, settle down, ladies. We're right back in this. Long kick by New Zealand. Poulin gets it stripped. That's the experience of this New Zealand side. Full 6-person line out for New Zealand. If anyone knows how to execute in the last 25 minutes of a game. Nice ball out the back door. Pass, little overrun there. Options and Duplessis. She's been a live wire. It's a one-on-one battle. They've got it out wide. Textbook finishing from the New Zealand Black first. He said New Zealand jumped on that. Poor execution. Went 2 phases and it was over. Kaljabi kicks it long. The pod goes up and it's gathered to Mayrus. Spilled momentarily from Kalinivali. Offload. The scrum half. We said she likes the space. What a step off the right foot. Still going. Ohio. But intercepted by the Canadians. Much to the right of the home fans. And guess who? Fortes are getting all the way back.
There's one thing about Canadian fans. Regardless of what's actually happening on the field, they will absolutely support their home team.
Ponsonby hits her target. They get it wide. Mixing it up midfield. Another great offload. Doubling around. Beautiful work. The center's combining again. Duplessis decides to kick. It bounces up high, but not forward, and it's another try for the fullback this time, Renee Holmes. Well, outstanding work from her today. BC Bears, so one of the few British Columbia players in this team. Let's see if Shaw can get her hands on the ball.
What a story for her. She got her first cap in 2019, gets her second cap in 2023. A credit to the work she's put in off the ball, and a great first touch.
That's all you asked for. The Goody with some of her fellow forwards walking a bit here. Looking for the short side. You saw the hand go out there. Peltier still using whole camp. Shell. It's the wrong color jersey. And on her debut. Busting into open field was Lucy Jenkins. Well gathered by Bermuda. She picked it up well. Rose puts it back infield. Off and running. Sabrina Poulin. She trips herself up. Great breakout for Canada. Poulin does well to just keep possession. But they're in New Zealand territory. Tosi's still on the field. Apologies. And she's been involved in these last 2 plays. The ball's held up, but Canada's moving it forward. Oh, and they spilled it. So real energy from the Canadian. Puts it down. Peltier. What an engine on this woman. Christine Peltier still going. Playing the best team in the world, and 67 minutes into it. He's passed the ball from the base of every breakdown. A wayward kick. Could this be costly for the Canadians? Well judged, hitting it at the angle, coming at pace. Mirani Paul, she puts it back inside, it's gone backwards. Kalinuvali. Now That one doesn't go to hand. And the referee's going to blow a quick whistle there, even though Canada had in New Zealand in November.
It's the secondary goal of this tournament. Obviously, they wanted to come in and finish first in this tournament, but eyes on the WXV. It's an opportunity for all the women's teams across the nation to get more experience, more games, grow the women's game, and Canada want to be in that first tier.
And apologies to correct myself, the 3 tries won't get that bonus point, so still up for grabs.
Stay there, stay there.
It would be a goal of Canada in this final 7 minutes to try and get over the whitewash, even though they may not get the list. They're playing advantage for New Zealand. Short, you heard our referee. Oh, what a pass and what a finish. Amy Duplessis doing it all. Duplessis in her 9th cap. Remarkable performance from her as part of this world champion Black Fern effort. More possession for New Zealand. Quite clinical. The hours on the training pitch are paying off here. There was a scare, and they've responded. And slow was the New Zealand arrival. Ferris thought she had a steal there. I thought she might have had a fair claim. Canada having to work from side to side here in defense. Finally, the kick comes in. Will this be an opportunity? Pushing it wide. Here's Claire Gallagher. Good quick ball from them, but New Zealand quickly off the line. One still backwards from Claire Gallagher. And now New Zealand attacking through the skipper. She's put in a body of work here. Tip pass. Nice short ball, and Demand pops up. Who else? Right foot, left foot. Apps comes back with the tackle. Let's come backwards off a red hand, so it's play on. Just meters from the line. It's going to be a penalty against Canada and a yellow card. She hasn't made the call yet. Never got back on side. I don't know where the ruck was that she had to be on side from. We'll have a look at it. But that is a sin bin. And I think it's Canada's captain, Sophie de Goody, who won't take any further part in this one. There she is. Frustration, I'm sure. What an effort she's put in. Sarah Cox is deemed she was a professional.
Church! Binds! Set!
I wonder if this replacement front row might have a look at a pushover. No, they're going to ship it. Tons of space with one short. Canada can't cover the space. And in over in the corner is Kelsey Tonetti. That one's bobbled. We're in the red numbers. So prior to the knock-on time was up. And that'll do it. Sarah Cox blows the whistle. And the Canadian crowd gives the women in red a big cheer. But in the end, it was a dominant performance from New Zealand. They win this one 52 points to 21.